Welcome back to At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. It's more than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It's your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermilion, and Yankton. And we are having a Crofton conversation with Jaylynn Panning. And if you're somebody who would like to sponsor these Crofton conversations, just give me a call, 605-661-5858. Trust me, I will make it worth your while. But Jaylynn, how are you doing today?
Good.
Well, I am glad to hear that. So thank you so much for agreeing to talk with me. And I tell you what, I did a little introduction of you, but why don't you take a moment just to tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, hobbies, and interests. Tell us a little bit more about you.
I'm Jaylynn Panning. I'm a sophomore. I attend Crofton. My family, my mom is Tiffany Panning, and my dad's Jared. My older brother is Jace Panning. I have a second brother, or actually I have three. Jace Panning, like I said, Jaron Panning, and Jet Panning. And I am the second oldest. Yes, and then my hobbies are I play basketball, I do volleyball and track. And what else was your other question? Sorry.
Well, just when you aren't playing sports, what do you like to do with your downtime?
I help with a lot of youth camps, so that's kind of what I do in my spare time. I try to hang out with my family as much as possible. I know that I'm kind of gone all the time, but I like to do that. Hanging around, I don't know. I kind of do what I can.
No. And when you say youth camps for like basketball and stuff like that, or something different?
Yes, I help with basketball and volleyball.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, let's talk about that a little bit. You're part of the Crofton school system, and Crofton, is known for it's known for a lot. It's known for its athletics, its academics, its arts. Honestly, it's getting to be big for that as well. But you're part of what's now multiple generations in Crofton of success. Where girls basketball has been very successful. Girls track and field has been very successful. What does it feel like? And you being a part of those youth camps, I'm sure you took part in them when you were younger. Now you're getting to help lead them. Did it feel like a certain amount of responsibility, like you wanted to be a part of that to help continue the legacy of Crofton excellence?
Yes. It feels great. Like I always imagine helping out with these little camps and, being a part of something bigger than myself. So helping these younger generations, it's very inspiring because, I was once at that age where I looked up to these older girls, and now I'm excited to think that these little girls look up to me. So, yeah, it's fun. It's definitely something I look forward to when I hear that we help with little kids camps. It's great. It's amazing. I couldn't ask for anything more.
All right. And that kind of leads me to ask, you're just a sophomore. You're going to be a junior, I know, or a rising junior. I don't know how they describe it, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Have you thought about what you want to do after high school?
Yes, I really want to go out for some kind of sports, but, I have to see what is available to me and what offers I get and whatnot. But I'm excited to see where sports takes me or education. So.
Okay. And do you know what you'd like to do for an occupation? Or would you want to, with these youth camps, is coaching something you'd like to do in your future, or education something you want to do in your future?
Honestly, I have an open mind to anything. I haven't really settled on one thing. Yeah, I guess. Sorry.
Well, and that's good because I always say when I was your age, I thought I was going to be an attorney, and you and I are talking on the radio, so I am not, obviously. So life can change on you. That's a definite. So, all right. Well, yeah. Excellent. Well, we're going to talk track and field, but obviously one of the things people think about when they think Crofton, and especially girls athletics, cross country and basketball. And you're a big part of that basketball legacy. You guys went to state again this year. You're going to be taking on a much bigger leadership role and a much more prominent role next year. How does that feel? Because you've been able to see those girls. You've been part of junior varsity and varsity for a lot of greatness. And how does it feel to now have that kind of placed on you? And how excited are you for this off season? after track to be kind of to focus on what you want to do next year as a junior?
It's actually a little nerve-wracking. I'm kind of scared, but I'm hoping that we can, do just as good as we did last year. And I'm hoping this off season we work really hard. And we're losing a lot. We lost a lot last year, actually, but I'm hoping just because we lost that doesn't make anything harder than it needs to be. But I'm just hoping, like I said, I'm just hoping this summer comes and we are, trying to make ourselves better and make the team better. Back to what you're saying. Sorry.
No.
I'm excited to be a leader or be a, someone that someone looks up to and hopes they can ask questions and stuff like that.
All right. And what does your summer look like? Obviously, you're probably going to have some camps and some stuff like that, but are you going to have some downtime? Are you guys going to take a vacation, or you get to go anywhere?
Well, my family's hoping to take a vacation in July, but a lot of camps, which I'm looking forward to for volleyball and basketball. Like I said, a lot of youth camps for the little people, or not little people, sorry, little kids. I'm kind of spare time, and then I got work, so I'm hoping somewhere in there I can squeeze in a little, family time and whatnot.
A little family time, a little R&R. So where do you work?
I'm a nanny.
Wow.
So I nanny for our actual head coach basketball, her sister.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. All right. Well, cool. Well, I want to talk some track and field, but I always like to ask some icebreakers. Are you willing to answer a few of those?
Yes.
All right. First one is, one final meal. What are you going to have?
Probably steak. I like a little steak and potatoes.
All right, steak and potatoes. Now, is it a baked potato, mashed potatoes, American fries, whatever? What are you having?
Baked potato all the way.
All right, and is that loaded?
Yes, it is.
And when you say loaded, what do you mean? Because I've found that people view that differently. How loaded is your loaded baked potato?
I like it with cheese and bacon and sour cream.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. All right, and that steak, how's it prepared?
I like to season it, and then my dad obviously cooks it because I don't cook.
All right. Do you go medium rare?
Medium rare, though.
Medium rare?
Yes,
All right.
rare.
That is perfect. I love my dad to death, but he cooks it well done. And I'm like, sometimes I think I'm adopted. But no, I know I'm not. But yeah, medium rare. All right. You having dessert?
Yeah, I am.
What are you going to have?
I think I'm going to have ice cream.
All right. Ice cream's versatile. I like it. Perfect. Okay, now, if you could see any three musical artists, living or dead, so from throughout history, live in concert, which three would you want to see?
I got to think about this. This is a good question. Ooh, I don't know. My friend would probably make me say Michael Jackson.
Okay.
She's a Michael Jackson fanatic, so I'd say him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Zach Bryan.
All right. I like that.
I don't know. Adele too.
Adele. Okay. I like it. You've got variety in there.
Yes.
So I always envision it. I'd almost like it as a massive one concert where some of them get to perform together. So like Zach Bryan and Adele performing at the same time, and I'd love to see some of that crossover. So I like what you chose there. Perfect. All right, now you can travel back to any point in the Earth's history one time, and you're guaranteed safe return. To when are you traveling, and why?
I would have to go sometime like back in like the dinosaur time. I'd like to see those. Like a lot of the reason why I would like to is because I feel like a lot of people don't know much about them, like what they look like or like the colors. Yeah. I'd like to see them. I think they would be pretty cool. Hopefully, I wouldn't get eaten.
Well, see, but you're guaranteed safe returns, so they can't eat you or squish you. So you're golden. And like you said, so much we assume we know it because we've watched Jurassic Park or whatever, but that's all just, okay, we've taken the bones, we have no idea what they sounded like. There's thoughts that T-Rex had feathers. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I need to see this for myself. So, no, I love that because We think we know so much, and people talk about dinosaurs all the time, but we know so little. So, nope, that is a great answer. Perfect. All right, and for this one, assume all of your basic life needs are met. You have guaranteed basic levels of food, shelter, clothing, and transportation. So you don't want for anything. But money is no object, but you can only buy one thing. You could upgrade one of those or buy something completely random. What would it be?
This is another really good question. So you're asking me if I could. What was the question again? Can you repeat it?
Money is no object, but you can only buy one thing. Now, you don't want for anything. So, I mean, you have shelter, food, clothing, and transportation. And so you could upgrade one of those or buy something completely different. Now, if you want an example, mine would be I'd buy the Minnesota Twins because I figure it'd give me a source of income. I'd get to control the team that I love, and I could still then give to charities and do all of that. That would be my choice. What would yours be?
Oh my gosh, this is like a really good question. It's just kind of stumping me. I would probably buy a grocery store, I guess.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
You know, there again, it's a source of income, and you can also help the less fortunate, and then you get your own food. Nah, perfect. I like that. And I'm going to tell you, that's the first time anybody has said that, so I like it. It's unique. Perfect. All right. Now, finally, as you go through life, we all hold people up as an example, but for you, who is someone or are some people that you hold up as examples and say, if I can live life like her or him, I'm going to consider myself a success. Now, that could be somebody close to home. That could be a celebrity. That could be an athlete, however you want to view it.
I definitely look up to my parents. I know a lot of people say that, but my parents are a big part of, who I am, who I want to become, especially. And it's nice because my mom is one of the coaches, so I look extremely up to her when it comes to basketball season because she knows, how to push me and how to make me become a better player and a better athlete. So I definitely look up to her, and my dad is the exact same, except for he's not our coach. But, they push me to become a better person in every aspect. So
All right.
those are definitely the people I look up to.
Hey, those are great examples. If your best examples can be at home, that's amazing. Now, that leads me to this question. Who'd you get your athleticism from? More from your mom or your dad?
If my dad heard this, he'd probably be saying, okay, Jaylynn, the smart answer is me. Because he likes to think all the good genetics are from him. But I think it's from both, honestly. My dad did high jump, and he did, basketball and track and whatnot. And my mom also did the exact same. So I'd like to think it comes from both.
All right. Well, that is good. See, you're playing it safe. My daughter got the same way. Unfortunately, neither her mom nor myself had any athletic ability, and that's what my daughter got. So you're blessed that you actually got it from somebody. So excellent. Well, you did great on the icebreakers. You willing to talk a little track and field, though, before I let you go?
Yeah.
All right. Now, you're going to state in high jump. What other events did you participate in this season?
I definitely had a sporadic season, so I was kind of all over the place. The 100 I ran, and then the 200, and then the 4x1, and then sometimes the 4x4.
Okay. All right. But, so you did some sprinting, but is high jump you seem to be excelling at, one of the top 10 heights in Class C. Were you expecting that kind of success this year?
Honestly, I was expecting, maybe not as high as I went, but, it's nice. I got my PR actually in 8th grade with the jump of 5'1", so I didn't know if I was going to get back there, but I'm glad to say that I beat it. So
yeah, well, definitely. And so, will this be your first time at state?
Yes, it will be.
All right. So, is there a certain anxiety or nervousness that goes with it, or you're just like, you know what, this is icing on the cake? I get to still be jumping and competing, or is it a little mix of both?
Honestly, I'm right now in my head, I'm just having so much fun. Like, I've had some really good competition, so I'm excited to see who's down there and, what I'm going to jump, honestly.
All right, and what are you kind of focusing on over these next few days of practice? I mean, because obviously I already mentioned no athleticism, so I have no idea what you do, especially with high jump, because there's so many different. There's the physical element, there's the technical element. What do you like to focus on when you're practicing?
Just my technique and making sure I'm getting it down. So a lot of running circles and making sure I just get over the bar and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of circles, like I said, and a lot of running straight lines, and just making sure I got that technique down.
All right, and what's that feeling going to be like when you get over the bar the first time down there? I mean, because have you been to Omaha Burke before? Have you been to that stadium?
Yeah, I went last year to watch my brother Jace. But
Okay, it's a different atmosphere than being in Hardington or Bloomfield or something, isn't it?
yes, it's gonna be.
And so now you get to be down on there. How's it going to feel to finally get that first jump out of the way?
It's gonna be great. Always the first one. I'm really kind of nervous. It doesn't matter what height it is. I'm just a little anxious, but usually I hope that it doesn't affect how I jump. But yes, it'll feel amazing just to get over it and just to know that I've got my first jump down.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to following your success down there. Jaylynn, this wasn't as bad as you were anticipating, was it?
No.
All right.
No,
Good.
it wasn't.
Good. It was pretty painless. You did a great job. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. Really appreciate it. Best of luck down in Lincoln. Best of luck with your summer. And I hope I get a chance to talk to you sometime during volleyball, basketball, or track next year if that would work for you.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right. You have yourself a great rest of your day, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. That was Jaylynn Panning of Crofton High School going down to the Nebraska State Tournament in the high jump. She jumped 5'1" at regions, or districts, sorry. And she's jumped as high as 5'2". That puts her in the top 10. The 5'1" would still put her in the top 10-ish range as well. So a real good chance, if she can jump the way she knows she can, of placing. And so exciting times. Just a sophomore, rising junior. I think that's how they phrase it. So exciting to see what she does down at the state track meet. All right, we'll be back with more. And again, if you would like to sponsor our Crofton Conversations, I'd love to talk with you. Just give me a call, 605-661-5858. This is At the Mic with Michael Schumacher. We'll be back